Alright, we are back for round 2 on the play, which is sweet, with a very decent hand. Definitely like dig through time with a fetch and a cheap cantrip. Also ponder is better if you have a fetch, so you can, if there's just one good card or two good cards, you can pick them and then shuffle. I think I will put everything on the bottom here though. I mean, just shuffle basically, because I don't need more mana. Yes. I still drew land, which is not the best at all. If I draw more lands, this hand could become pretty clunky. Sol Ring, oh my god. I think I should still Street Mine. But Sol Ring, turn 1 Sol Ring is nearly unbeatable. There's nothing I can do about that though. Bitter Blossom. Yeah, I don't know how, and I draw another land again. Okay, I guess I'm gonna fetch a mountain, so I reduce the chances I draw land. It's very slim, but could be good. Ugh. I think my opening hand was decent, but then my draw was just too bad. I mean, I guess Chase kind of deals with Bitter Blossom, but my opponent has such an advantage. I mean, Sol Ring is just too stupid. It's just too stupid. I think I'm gonna kill that right now. Thing is, I can cast it back later on. Don't really want to take some early damage for no reason. I don't know if it's right. It also puts a card into the graveyard for dig through time, so I might be able to cast it next turn. It means Chase is more likely to survive. I don't know. Feels like a decent-ish move. Ooh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to see here. That's what I wanted to see. Now I'm just gonna slam that and steal that stupid Sol Ring. Would have been better earlier on, but can't really complain. I mean, Dark Faden is gonna die, but whatever. My opponent can tap the mana here, just so I can't, but yeah, it'd be what it be. Alright. Stealing a Sol Ring. That's a pretty good one. And as I mentioned, Jace kinda deals with the Bitter Blossom to some extent. And if needed, I can hopefully fetch my what's the name of that card? The Confluence. As my opponent just destroyed their own Sol Ring. Okay. Well, that was a fine trade all in all. That was a fine trade. Probably just gonna slam Jace and plus it. Because if I minus it, it's gonna die. Next turn I can dig through time. Probably want to keep the Firebolt around for if I need it. Vampiric Tutor upkeep. Cannot be a good news. So dig through time is costing 4 right now. My opponent choose their card pretty quickly. Oh, I think that's the card they took. I think they wanna beat me with card advantage, which it's legitimate move. I think I will continue to minus Chase for now. It's gonna die anyway, if I don't minus it. And I can Mountain. Force of Will is not bad. I could just Artcast that if my opponent plays something annoying. I would have countered the Sylvan Library. They can't really abuse the effect though, because between that and Bitter Blossom, they could easily go in a range where they are close to be dead. Still pretty decent effect though. They did not take 4 damage here. They probably need lands. My opponent is probably looking for lands here. Regrows the Sol Ring. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna counter it. They are lacking lands here, and I don't want to let them have this Sol Ring. Sol Ring is too good. Ooh, Show and Tell. Show and Tell against a green deck could be quite risky. So, there are 5 spells. I can remove freely, so I think I'm gonna dig through time here and see if I can get something good before I chase. So Ponder, Street Mine, Meyer, Dag Faden, Force of Will, go away. Jace Mine Sculptor is a good card. It's not looking particularly great right here. Mystical Tutor give me the Fiery Confluence, which could let me deal with the Fairy Rug, as well as I think it's a pretty decent draw, all in all. There's no Eldrazi that I could put off the show and tell, unfortunately. Electrolyze is fine, I think, though unexciting. I guess if I pick Electrolyze, I can minus Chase, which is good. Yeah, I like that, actually. And it draws me basically quite a decent amount of cards. It's probably gonna be Electrolyze. And I think Chase the Mind Sculptor. Cannot really go wrong with that, even though I want to keep the other round. Maybe I should not pick it, but I want to keep that around as long as possible because of the Bitter Blossom. So maybe it should just be Impulse. Or maybe Mystical Tutor. I think Impulse is slightly better option. Not the best dig through time of all time, but it's not bad either. Let's see how my opponent puts the piles. At some point I could Artcast Kozilek. Probably picking Kozilek actually. I'm not that far away from casting it, so I'm gonna kill 2 Fairy and draw another card. Worn Power Stone. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to cast that now. I do have... I'm missing 1 mana. I'm just missing 1 mana. Again, the issue with my deck is that it's clearly lacking threats. I think since my opponent has Bitter Blossom, I should not have too many issues to kill them, but I've been pretty lucky this game that my opponent just missed a lot of land drops. I guess dealing with the Sol Ring was just amazing. Otherwise I would be in quite a lot of trouble. I think with 5 mana my opponent could have done a lot of very, very, very annoying things to me. And they still have nothing, unfortunately for them. Treachery. Well, I don't really need that yet, but it could become handy. I think I'm gonna Impulse first. See if I can get something decent. Ooh, Mystic Confluence. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that a lot. It's also kind of nice against the Token Spirit, if somehow my Jace dies. Do I want to keep that around, or do I want to play the Power Stone? I think I can afford to play the Power Stone right now. I have a Treachery. Well, if they play a very good Planeswalker, it could be annoying. Kind of. It gives me Kozilek in a few turns. I think it's worth it. Okay. As my opponent is going that. So if they take 1 more damage from the Bitter Blossom, the Mystic Confluence is actually lethal. So there is that. I have, I think, 5 cards that are not the Confluence on the bottom of my library. So I have, on the top 13 card of my deck, there is a card that straight up kills my opponent, which is great. Actually, with Firebolt, I don't even need them to take enough damage from the library. Okay, if they play like a Garruk here, even the Garruk I don't care about too much, honestly. It's a good card, but it's largely beatable. And at some point, if I get Kozilek, I should be in a very good spot too. Would assume that they will have something to play here. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something. Okay, so it looks like a green Sandvinis for an elf, so they can cast some more stuff. They did not find anything. What? What happened there? Is it just a misclick? Okay, well that was weird. I guess I can pre-ordain. Snapcaster is not bad. And just, well, I should plus chase before I pass the turn, but I'm just fine here. I don't have to do anything. My opponent is slowly dying. I almost have enough burn to kill them. I have 2 counterspell of Mystic Confluence and Mystic Confluence of the Snapcaster. Yeah, I mean, I'm eventually draw my other Confluence, which is gonna win me the game. So yeah, I think my opponent just made a very, very, very bad and unlucky start. Missed quite a lot of land drop, and now they are in trouble. I mean, the turn 1 Solaring into turn 2 Bitter Blossom was pretty frightening, but after that, pretty much nothing happened. Not sure what they have in hand. I think it's right not to cast Shuantel, because a way I could easily lose that game is if they have a random Emrakul or something like that. As if I just stay there, there's no way I'm gonna lose. There's no way I can lose. So, and now I have my kill. So, all right, let's end that game. Sweet. Yeah, that was rather lucky. So it's some sort of black-green deck with Sol-Ring. Sol-Ring can make any deck completely silly. Honestly, given what I've seen, there's nothing I want to change. Nothing looks particularly good. It doesn't look like a very good matchup for me. Well, Sol-Ring is really an issue. I think most draws where my opponent is gonna cast Sol-Ring, I'm gonna lose unless I have my Dak Faden. But Dak Faden, ooh, that's been pretty good so far. I mean, stealing a Sol-Ring is certainly a nice feeling. That's gonna be a mulligan, for sure. It's not even close to be a keep. That one is good enough. Probably don't want that. I need to draw either land. I have another Jace, it just doesn't seem like a good thing to have around. Well, Young Pyromancer is not bad. Bitter Blossom again. Bitter Blossom is fairly annoying card to deal with. Because, well, now my other Jace is on the bottom, and unless I draw my Fairy Confluence, this is eventually gonna kill me. Force of Will was a great top deck though. It means I just don't straight up die to a random thing that my opponent could cast here. And Young Pyromancer could start being annoying, potentially. I don't have that many instants or sorceries. I guess if I chain a Ponder into a Prayer Drain or something like that, it's gonna be good. Otherwise, not that great. Yeah, I can easily pitch Dig Through Time, it's not looking great here. The issue is I still don't really know if I want a red or a blue with my Bloodstained Mire, Grim Tutor. Yeah, I'm gonna counter whatever they will search, but not the Grim Tutor itself. Doesn't make much sense, especially when it deals 3 damage to my opponent. Island is good. Island is certainly a good one. I guess I could just fetch my Volcanic Island, but now I don't even need to do that. So I think I'm gonna get a Mountain, play my Dak Faden, and probably plus it. Probably discarding. It's pretty good at fueling the Dig Through Time too, but I might have to discard that next turn, we'll see. I need my second blue for all my spells here. Okay, sure. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Really depends on what my opponent casts here. Well, they can have a Sylvan Library, I think. I think I can beat that. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I think it's not gonna be crucial here. It's clearly gonna be in the realm of beatable things. Ponder is very sweet with the Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer. So I could play Jace, bounce the Fairy Rug, and attack with Pyromancer, and keep Force of Will backup. Maybe I should start with using Dark Faden. The thing is, I only have cards that I want to keep in my hand pre-match. It does fuel the dig through time though, which is pretty relevant. What's the best? I have so many options here that it's pretty hard to know what is the exact what exactly is the best play. I'm pretty unsure about that. I think that playing Jace bouncing a token is quite good because it lets me apply pressure on my opponent. I have my Jace around. They cannot kill any of my Planeswalker next turn. I think I will Dark Faden eventually, so I'm gonna use it here. Okay, Venser is not bad. I kinda wanna keep that around. Certainly discarding an island. Vendor is very good card. Ponder is sweet for the Pyromancer, but I think everything else is more important than Ponder actually. Yeah, that's an issue, but I mean that's one of the problems that could have arose with, you know, using that ability. I think it's still right to do so though. And I'm gonna start to beat down. Once they have Bitter Blossom, my game plan becomes dealing as much cheap damage as possible and hopefully kill them with the Confluence at some point. I think that's a very reasonable game plan. Fairly aggressive move that I made here, but I think it's the right way to do it. Might be wrong. You could play more defensively, but thing is, as I mentioned last game, last match, my deck doesn't have a lot of win condition actually. And if they have answer to my 2 Eldrazi, then I'm in trouble to kill them, so I feel like just trying to deal cheap damage is pretty solid here. It also means they cannot really abuse the Sylvan library, which is nice. And I think having Jace around is pretty nice, all in all. So Jace is gonna go down to 1 here. Next turn I can... We'll see. I can do quite a decent amount of things. Dark Faden not doing a whole lot here, but it's not bad. I mean, at some point... well, the ultimate is not even that good. Maelstrom Pulse on the Faden? Sure, I mean, Dark Faden is not doing anything for me. I guess it means they have a very good artifact that they don't want me to steal, but I actually don't care about them killing that 2/2 match at all. I think it's completely fine. Firebolt was a very solid top deck, I think. So if I brainstorm, I lose my Jace. Unless I get a blue. I mean any land actually. I think I'm fairly likely to get land here. I did get land. Ooh, Jace Architect of... I don't think I want to fetch yet. So probably putting those 2 back on the top. Firebolting the Fairy Rug. I'm just gonna raise my opponents and try to kill them actually. With Young Pyromancer. And yeah, now Venser does save my Jace. Even though I might not save... I mean, I have the Force of Will in the back if they have something really annoying. I think they are gonna die from the Bitter Blossom here. A Fireball too. My opponent is not that far from being dead. Okay, this will get Force of Will. Most likely, actually, I could dig through time, trying to get a blue card to pitch, but then I cannot enter. Whatever. I also get another token here, which is really relevant, I think. Should I save my Jace? I think so. I think my opponent is going to be in quite a lot of trouble next turn. I mean, they can play something really strong here, but saving Jace means I can either brainstorm to try to find answer to what they are doing, or bounce the Fairy Rogue they have and attack for 6, and then they are 3 turns away from dying to Beat Blossom. And my opponent, I mean, I sacrificed a lot of cards here, but I think I put my opponent in a spot where they are far enough tempo-wise that it should be good. I mean, I think for 4 mana, especially since they use library quite a lot recently, they can probably pull out something pretty strong. But yeah, Bitter Blossom is a serious clock on them. They use the pulse already, so they might not have an answer. What happened here? They regrowth. What did they regrowth? I don't remember what they played recently. Oh, the pulse. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna brainstorm, especially when I have the Wooded Foothills. Actually, isn't my opponent dead here? So if I bounce that, yeah, they are dead actually. I can put my opponent down to 1 and they will not be able to kill the Bitter Blossom at instant speed. Yeah. Doing that first, in case the Pyromancer dies mid-combat, which I hope it will not, but... Attack with all creature. This is gonna be 6 damage, which put them down to 1, and here they die. Alright, yeah, again, I played that game fairly aggressively. I think it was the right path to follow, though. Playing aggressively against Bitter Blossom is, I think, a good way to beat it. I think the more defensive you play against that, the worse it's gonna be for you. So yeah, I did that. I think it worked out pretty well. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. If you did, feel free to leave a like. You can also subscribe to my channel, and I see you for the final. Thank you for watching.